Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the special 14-day challenge.
Good morning and welcome to our 14-day challenge. Transform yourself for success. We are on day 11. This is a daily Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram live challenge. Hello, Insta people. Hello, Insta friends. Hello, Facebook friends. And hello, YouTube friends. And we are live every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Exactly, and this particular challenge we put together for you to share some of the most powerful principles that we've learned, and we are now certified trainers with Jack Canfield to teach these principles and share these amazing successes with you so that you can create the results you want.
That's right. Jack Canfield is the co-creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. And Amita Begaukar and me, Swapna, we are certified with Jack. We are also international best-selling authors and we are professional speakers. And over these 14 days, we wanted to share certain very, very powerful life-changing principles that Jack has outlined in his book, The Success Principles. Now, mind you, the Success Principles book has 67 principles in it. And for obvious reasons, it's not possible for us to share all those 67 principles in a Facebook live session or an Instagram live session. So what we decided to do is handpick a few and share these principles with you. These are very, very simple yet powerful principles that you can start implementing in your life right away and see the results.
Exactly. And what we've seen in this through these challenges is that people who are really following through the challenge and doing exactly what we're telling them to do have already seen huge results. And they send us messages, they reply back to our emails, and the success stories is actually what's keeping us going. So if you're new to this challenge, if you're just joining in right now, this challenge, make sure that you listen to some of the previous videos that are there in this challenge and follow through with the principles, because just being aware of this principle will actually make you realize how powerful it is, and it will get you a sense of the direction that you should head in order to meet your goals.
Absolutely. The principle that we're sharing today is called just lean into it.
Mhm.
I love the name, just lean into it.
Just
What
lean
is
in.
stopping you? If you have a goal, if you have a dream, you have a desire, just test the waters. Just lean into it. What happens when you do that is that it creates momentum. Unfortunately, most of the people are afraid. It's the fear that stops them, fear of the unknown, fear of getting outside their comfort zone that stops them from, taking the first step.
Wow, that's so true.
And however, we all know that successful people are very, very, very high action oriented people.
Yes, absolutely.
So what I'm saying is, without knowing the entire path as to where it's leading, we are a little bit hesitant, and hence we don't even take the first step sometimes.
Mhm.
We want to sit on the sideline, so to say, and just get the feel of it. But that's not really going to happen, because unless you actually take that first step towards that goal or the dream or the desire, it's unfortunately not possible to achieve what you set out to do. So by just leaning into it, by just sort of testing the waters, you can get a feel of whether you are on the right path, in the right direction, and accordingly you can steer, because you have the steering wheel in your hand, right?
Mhm.
You are in charge, you are in control. It's very easy for you to stay on track if you know where you're going, and as you go along, you find or you discover that path for yourself. So just leaning into it is a very, very strong concept. And just take advantage of opportunities that come to you. Take advantage of certain people that come in your life, some influential people. Take advantage of the resources that you come across, right? And the only thing that can happen is you get started, and once you get started, you get a better sense, you get a better idea of that is really for you or not.
Exactly. Wow, well said. Well said. Because you will see some of the success stories if you study some of the powerful people. Like you look at companies like Dell, You look at companies like Apple, you look at companies like Amazon. If you look at some of the pictures where it all started, it is crazy. It is crazy. These are small garages. And some of these owners that I'm talking about, it wasn't even their own garages. It was some garages of their friends. And they just came up with an idea and they just started that whole concept that this is the business I want to do. They did not imagine that this business is going to grow into an online empire that is going to make $1 billion a month and all that. No, they just took the first step. Okay, what can I do today? All right, I can go to my friend's place. He has a garage and I can start doing something there, putting parts together in order to form a computer. That was the original idea. And look where that company is today. And imagine if that person did not put out that idea and did not get started on the first step. And this whole empires that have been built today would not have existed. It's that crazy. The step that we're discussing today, that Swapna just described to you, it is so powerful that it has created empires. Because you really don't know, like an excellent example is learning to swim without entering the water, right? And you can try. I mean, I've tried that, didn't work. But if you really don't enter into the water and do the movements that you should be doing, until you do that, how are you going to know whether you can swim? How are you actually going to learn swimming unless you go into the water and do the necessary actions, right? It's pretty simple. When I talk about swimming, it sort of gives you that correlation. It's same like cycling. Any activity, if you think about it, you're not just going to look at the cycle and study its parts and learn the books about how to ride a bicycle. No, you just have to lean into it and you say, okay, you know what, let me give it a shot. Let me do it. I know how to do it. And you start doing it. Because once you start leaning into it, that's when you're going to create it. And that's how the actual results happen. It is just startling. It's just startling.
Absolutely, which actually sort of ties into another principle that Jack talks about, is that releasing the brakes.
Wow, yes.
So often what happens is, okay, you listen to just leaning into it, you start doing that stuff, and suddenly, you realize you are sort of driving the car with your emergency brakes on, right? Have you ever done that? I'm sure I have done that a number of times. I've started to drive and when I park, I always like to put the emergency brakes on. And sometimes when I want to take the car out of my driveway, I forget the brakes are on. And when I turn on the engine and, it's like all going, I'm about to back up and suddenly I realize, hey, what's wrong? The car's not moving. I tried to push hard on the gas, but really, there's a force counter force going on there. And then I realized, oh no, I have my brakes on, right? My handbrakes, my emergency brakes on. So that's what happens to most of the people. They often go through life without releasing those brakes.
Nice.
Now, what are those brakes I'm talking about is mostly the mental brakes, right? The brakes that you have in your mind. These are the self-limiting beliefs you have, the self-sabotaging behaviors that you have, certain beliefs that have been ingrained in you, and they're so deep. But unfortunately, most of the time, they are not true. They are all these lies that you have built up within you over the, like decades of your life. And you're trying to push harder. You're trying to go forwards, whereas these are the brakes that are holding you back. So what we're trying to do here in our program, From Limitations to Leadership, it's an online monthly membership program. And we invite you all to be a part of this program. This is a very, 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 very low cost program that we run every month. And it's an online program where we have sessions weekly. And that is the main focus of our Limitations to Leadership program, where we take the participant, we take you through a journey. And the first step for you is to release those brakes. Get rid of all those limiting beliefs that have been stopping you for over these decades of years of your life, because only then will you be able to take those steps forward into the direction of your success.
Wow, I love that analogy of releasing the brakes. It makes it so real, and it's something that I can touch and feel and experience it for myself, right? Because if I really take this example of me driving a car, and I picture myself and I visualize myself that, okay, what if I'm driving a car and this is the actual scenario? I'm not going to push on the accelerator hard. right? I'm not going to take more actions and da 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 da. No, I mean that would be stupid for me to do that, right? But the first thing that I would do is actually release the brake, and automatically, without any more effort, without any more time delay, boom, my car is going to go faster.
That's right.
Automatically, right? Just that one action of releasing the brake. And that's why this is so important, is if you have these mental brakes on and you are really putting in a lot of effort, there's no doubt you're putting in a lot of effort, you're really busy and you've been trying to do this thing for a very long time. It might be a business, it might be a relation that you're working on, it might be some communication that you want to happen between you and your loved one. It might be an employment that you want to get, anything. It's the same principle. But if you are moving in that direction, if you're trying to go really fast in that direction with those mental brakes on, you will realize that you're not getting the results. And it's not because you're not working in the right direction. It's not because you're not doing the right actions, but it's only because you have these brakes on, which you have to release in order for you to go faster with no effort at all.
Absolutely. And how can you do that is, you have to work with us. We will help you get those brakes off. We will help you so that you can help yourself. We will just give you the data. We'll show you how it's done, but you have to do the work. As Jim Rohn says, you cannot expect someone else to do the exercise and you build the strong, lean body for yourself, right? You have to do the work. We all have to do the work. We had to do a lot of work to get to where we are right now. So the point is that try releasing those brakes. Release those brakes and get out of your comfort zone. Get out of the cozy space you are in right now. Because, if you were trying to achieve something and it hasn't shown up yet, okay, your success is something you're striving for, it hasn't shown up yet, means you're definitely not working, in that direction, or there's something stopping you. Because if you were successful, it would have already shown up.
Yep.
So obviously you have to get out of that comfort zone, out of that cozy nest you're in, and take certain steps that will propel you in the right direction. And we have so many success stories now through our membership program. One of the ladies, she wanted to do something. She always, she had this great potential, and she said, yes, I want to do it. I want to, become the most successful realtor, but something's stopping me. And she's like, I don't know what is stopping me. So she enrolled in the program, and within a matter of 3 weeks, just 3 weeks, she's now communicating out so much more. And we spoke to her yesterday, and she was so thrilled, and she realized that, oh my God, this is the biggest win I have right now. Like, she wasn't even afraid to talk to anybody one-on-one, leave alone, having broadcasts like this, but she's doing amazing.
Yeah, and also all because of the exercises and the drills that we share. We are giving you the basic concept. We want you to understand the technique. And if you are in this space, you understand this, you will understand that it's not easy. It is something that you've been hiding from yourself. Because even if you realize that there are breaks, there is a certain way that you go in and you have to go through in order to realize that that's what's holding you back. And once you realize that, it's actually very easy to release those breaks, and boom, you go forward. So when we show you the drills, when we go through these exercises with you, then you will see that you can actually identify these breaks in any area of your life. And automatically, because it's the same exercise, the same drill, the main thing that you have to first know through this Facebook Live is there are those breaks that you've applied. So if you are in a position that you're confused as to why you're not getting results, because remember, your potential is way more than what your results are. Way more, right? It is not your potential. The potential is never the problem. It's the results that you're not getting, that what you should be getting and what you actually deserve is only because of some principles that we're sharing with you. If you understand these principles and apply it, that's it. There's no stopping you from creating these amazing results in your life.
Hey, Robert Moore is on. Hi, Robert.
Hello, Robert.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining. He says, I love Jim Rohn. I was coached by his coach Oh, wow.
Wow.
And business partner for 18 years, Kyle Wilson. Wow, that's
Nice.
amazing. Amazing, Robert, amazing. And that's why you are doing phenomenal, my friend. Amazing. Keep it up.
Well done. Well done.
So that's right. I mean, each and every one, we need coaches in our life. You
For
know how
sure.
important coaches are. I saw you put a little thing out there
Yeah.
on Facebook yesterday, and I think most of there were quite a few people who agreed that, you know, a coach is expensive, but
Not having a coach is way more expensive.
that is so true. That is so true. And we've experienced that in our lives
Oh, yes, for
ourselves.
sure.
Because, you know, just it's logical, right? You see any athlete, you see any person who wants to achieve something, they always have a coach. You know, it's very easy to have a fitness coach. Like everybody, it's a no-brainer. Okay, you want to get fit, you need to have a fitness coach. So if you want to get financially fit, you need to have a financial coach.
Yep.
If you want your relationships to improve, you need to have a relationship coach, right? If you want a success, you want some success, you need to have a success coach.
Right.
So for us, I cannot even emphasize how important coaches are in our lives. And that's why we have accomplished so much and we know where we're going. And it's all because of coaches, right? We have these phenomenal mentors and coaches in our life, and we are seeing the results. And that's why we wanted to share with you, excuse me, what we have today.
Nice. That's really amazing. And that's our challenge for you today, is for you to go ahead and start looking at some of the aspects that you want to achieve in your life and start looking at why you're not achieving those results. Because even if you start getting more aware of the results that you're not creating and actually looking at the information, not just imagining or not just guessing at it, you actually have a look at the result that you're producing, and you could have that through the actual result that you're creating in terms of looking at your statistics, looking at what you want to achieve exactly number wise. You can because it's really up to you how you analyze the result. And if you look at what you've not been achieving, and you can go back and look at the information, what is it that has been stopping you? What are those brakes that are literally applied by you? Because believe it or not, but it's always you, right? It's always me for myself. It's always Swapna for herself. The external surrounding is just a manifestation of how amazing you are inside. Okay, you are so powerful, you are so amazing, but because you're hiding, you're actually not allowing yourself to show your abilities. That's what's restricting you from achieving these extraordinary results that you are totally capable of. So look at these aspects, and if you can identify those releasing brakes, and if you work on releasing those brakes, that would truly just take your life to a totally new level. And through our program, of course, I definitely recommend you join our program, because we will show you the exact pathway of how to do that. That's one of the things that we cover in the program, but you will see amazing results which are guaranteed in our program through this online membership. And the site to go to is yourprofoundsolutions.com/leadership. That's the site you can go to.
Yes, Robert, you're so right. It's not the cost of the coach that hurts. It's not having a coach that'll hurt. Absolutely. Right on, spot on. All right. So we are at the end of our Facebook Live, daily morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live. We are today is day 11.
Yeah, day 11 today.
So we're almost at the end of the 14-day challenge. So it's still not too late to join us every morning, because you will be able to go back and look at the previous lives, because it's all on our timelines. And you can go back and have a look at that. It's also in our group, Your Profound Solutions. So if you are a part of your group, you'll be able to access all those videos there as well.
That's right.
And we will see you tomorrow morning again at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with another powerful principle. Until then,
goodbye and create a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.